10 NBA players you didn't know had kids. When we watch our favorite NBA players shine on the court, we don't often think about the people who helped them get there, like their coaches, parents, and of course, their kids, who love them no matter what. Even though many NBA stars are young, a lot more of them than you think have kids. Today, we're going to count down the top 10 NBA players you didn't know had kids. So, starting off number 10, we have Giannis Antetokounmpo. Since the Milwaukee Bucks are real contenders for the championship this year, it can be easy to forget that Giannis is also a great father. That's correct. Giannis' girlfriend, Marie Danae Ritzberger, whose surname is in some ways longer than Giannis's, gave birth to a baby boy, Liam Charles, on February 10, 2020. Like most couples do, they took to celebrate on social media, with Giannis posting a pic of the young Greek freak on Twitter. Considering that he got to celebrate the birth of his son on Monday and then go to participate in the All-Star Weekend on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I think it's fair to say that Giannis had one heck of a week. Number 9, DeMar DeRozan. The shooting guard DeMar DeRozan is having the best season of his NBA career, which has never been better. DeRozan was chosen to start in the 2018 All-Star Game because of how well he played. Many people thought the Toronto Raptors would lose ground in the Eastern Conference, but DeRozan's great play had kept them in the mix. He's still making a name for himself as a basketball player, but his life at home has been very important for a long time. DeRozan took the most important step toward becoming an adult early on by having 2 children. DR is 4 years old, and Mari is 1 year old. They're the most important thing in DeRozan's life. For Raptors fans, DeRozan's basketball skills may seem like the most important thing, but for his family, they are not. Number 8. Paul George. In the last few years, Paul George has been one of the best small forwards in the NBA. George was sent to the Oklahoma City Thunder after being the face of the Indiana Pacers for a long time. Moreover, George thinks that he, Russell Westbrook, and Carmelo Anthony might have a chance of competing for an NBA championship this season. George's life off the court has been more trouble than his time on the court. His first child was with an exotic dancer, and they went to court to fight over who got to keep the child. Strangely, George and the dancer he went to war with are now expecting another child together. Well, George and Elizabeth will have their second child this year. On our number 7 spot, we have Mike Conley. We all know that Mike Conley is one of the NBA's best point guards who doesn't get enough attention. Even though Conley signed a huge contract when the salary cap went up, nobody talks about him as a major NBA star because he plays quietly and the Memphis Grizzlies have a low ceiling. So, most of the time, Conley's personal life doesn't get as much attention as the lives of the other NBA stars. But one incident involving his family did get a lot of attention. Conley and his partner have a mixed-race child, which leads trolls to say that his wife cheated on him because the child looks more like his partner than him. But surprisingly, Conley's response was funny and not angry. Although rude jokes tried to convince us otherwise, Conley posted a Murray meme saying that he was the father of his son Miles. Number 6. Kyrie Irving. The scariest thing about Kyrie Irving's NBA success is that he's just getting started. If nothing bad happens, Irving will still be doing well when he is 25. Irving asked to be moved away from the Cleveland Cavaliers because he wanted to grow as a player and a person on his own team instead of being LeBron James' backup. The Boston Celtics think that Irving has what it takes to help them win the Eastern Conference's top spot. But before going to Boston, Irving had been an adult for a long time. Kyrie is the father of a 2-year-old girl named Azuri Elizabeth Ivory, which is a shocking fact, because turns out, Irving's already had the child with someone else before. However, Kyrie is a dad, which is a little scary since he thinks the earth is flat. Number 5. Fred VanVleet. Fred VanVleet may not be among the popular NBA players, but he's a great example of how having a child can improve a player's game. VanVleet is a point guard for the Toronto Raptors. He has 2 children with his girlfriend, Shantae Neal, and his oldest baby daughter, Santa Marie, was born in February 2018, while his youngest baby son, Fred Jr., was in May 2019. The birth of his son, Fred Jr., was even more amazing because it happened during the Raptors' championship playoff run. Having a child is sure to make any player happy, but VanVleet's rise was truly astonishing. During the regular season, he only scored about 11 points per game. But after his son was born, he began to score at least 15 points every night. What's even crazier is that Von Vliet went from having the worst plus-minus on the team and a field goal percentage of only 25% to having the top field goal percentage and the best plus-minus on the team. He must be a lucky charm for his father. And that leads us to number 4, where we have Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins is one of the Golden State Warriors' newest players. He's a big wild card in the NBA and was taken with the first pick in the 2014 draft, so he has a lot of potential. He was thought to be a star, but he's still young and hasn't lived up to those hopes yet. But even though many basketball players pay attention to how he plays on the court, many don't know that Wiggins is a father. In October 2018, he and his girlfriend, Michael Johnson, had a baby girl named Amaya. Since then, the three of them haven't been apart. Number 3, Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis has become one of the world-class NBA players, thanks to his signature black unibrow and his stunningly amazing stats on the court. But what most people don't know is that Davis not only has a girlfriend, but a baby girl too. Anthony Davis's personal life is, however, quite unknown. But we do know that he's dating a woman named Marlon, and they have a daughter named Nala, who was just born in 2017 or so. Although there aren't many pictures of baby Nala, we hope everything is going well for the three of them. Number 2, Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is quiet, and he does his best to stay out of the spotlight. So that's why we don't know much about Leonard as a person. But one thing we know for sure is there isn't a player in the NBA with a lower profile who's as good as Leonard. He was named the most valuable player of the 2014 NBA Finals, after he led the Spurs to a big win over the Miami Heat. Besides that, Leonard has been married to Shipley since 2014, and they have a child together. The only reason we know this now is because of the power of social media and the news. While if Leonard had played in the 1990s, no one would have known anything about his relationships. So guys, your wait for the last NBA player ends here. In our last spot, we have Jason Tatum. It can be hard for teenagers to find their talent in a field that's so competitive and puts a lot of attention on them. Jason Tatum is one of the few rookies in the NBA who's already a dad. The Boston Celtics rookie just told everyone that his son, Jason Tatum Jr., was born. Boston fans already love Tatum for how hard he works and how mature he is for being so young. The Celtics gave him the first overall pick to move down in the draft and get Tatum, who was the 4th pick because they thought he was the best value. He has a great chance of having a successful career in Boston when Tatum is in his prime and possible star for the Celtics. His son will probably be old enough to enjoy it. That's a wrap for today's video. So, did you guys know that these famous players also have children before watching the video? And do let us know if we missed someone. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. For more exciting content, subscribe to our channel and give this video a gentle thumbs up. See you in the next one.